I was not expecting it to go this way. And let's have a coffee talk to talk about it. There is a crazy amount of hype on the internet right now because of a tweet that Phil Spencer said. Now we'll read that during the bloom phase of this, which is just a couple seconds away. I've already started to pre-wet this filter because we've been here for a while. As you can see here, we have a Xbox Series S as well as a Nintendo Switch, and you might not know what's going on here with the coffee because you see ice cubes in the basin in the catch. Well, and this is a lot more coffee than usual. Yes, I'm making flash brew coffee, which is going to be hot coffee frozen in time with all the flavor characteristics, and it brews directly over 200 grams of ice. So we're going to start here with the bloom, and this will last for longer, 45 to 60 seconds, and I will read to you these tweets while this is blooming. So there we go. First thing there, I'm going to go ahead and mix this all about and wipe it on my Carhartt pants because that's what you do. All right, let's get to the tweet. And the tweet is, Microsoft has entered into a 10-year commitment to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo following the merger of Microsoft and Activision Blizzard King. Microsoft is committed to helping bring more games to more people, however they choose to play, with a follow-up tweet saying, I'm also pleased to confirm that Microsoft has committed to continue to offer Call of Duty on Steam simultaneously to Xbox after we have closed the merger with Activision Blizzard King. The King part I was not expecting because I didn't know that was a part of the name. Guys, that is massive. The fact that Microsoft is publicly stating that they are, first off, bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo. Now, we all know that the hardware here can't handle that game, and why would you want to play Call of Duty on a Nintendo Switch? That I don't know. But that's not really the point that is important here. It's that we see the first steps in what should be multiple companies coming together and trying to deliver gaming experiences to as many people as possible and in as many ways as possible. And it saddens me to see that we're still missing one console, and that is the PlayStation 5. Not specifically the PlayStation 5, but just Sony as a whole. They don't seem to be playing well with others. And see, I'm a huge Sony fan. I love my PlayStation 5. I primarily use my PlayStation 5 when it comes to some of the first player games I'm playing because I'm a very big PlayStation fan. I've had one for a long time. And so to see all of these different progressions and all these different big pushes by companies and the companies that I love, right? Nintendo and, well, Microsoft, a new love of mine, is great. And it saddens me to see that PlayStation just isn't playing fair and they're not playing with others. And it's kind of rough, right? Because I think there's a lot of opportunity here. Nintendo Switch nailing the mobile platform. And by mobile, I mean all around. And Xbox nailing the service with the combination of the two, the services that Xbox and Microsoft is able to deliver with the portability of the Nintendo Switch. If we see cloud streaming, and games on cloud aren't the best. We know that. They don't feel super good. But I will say that Microsoft does it the best out of all of them, whereas Nintendo, really, the cloud gaming is just hot garbage. And so when we see a killer like Microsoft coming and holding hands and partnering up with Nintendo, another killer, it begs the question. It makes me ask questions, which is, what is this gaming landscape gonna look like? What are we going to deal with? And has Nintendo really started to step into this big AAA scene? And is Microsoft ditching the console game? Are they starting to focus more on services and partnerships? And I think the greater question is that a good model? And I think Nintendo's been short on games, right? They've come out with a couple, but they've been short on games, whereas Xbox has also been short on games, and PlayStation's been short on games for sure. But I think that when we start to see the big, heavy players get together and commit to gamers, that is when we start to see huge changes in the gaming community. And the fun factor increases. I'm excited. This is really interesting, and I can't wait to see what this turns into. It's not because of Call of Duty, because Call of Duty I can take or leave. It's to see companies starting to work together. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what we all have been waiting for. At least I hope so. And honestly, if you're looking more into this guy and you're like, I don't know, I got questions about the Series S, maybe I should learn more about it, you should watch this playlist right here. But until then, I'm gonna sip my coffee, bid you farewell, and say, happy gaming.